Obsession is what happens when a thought, person, desire, fear, or goal begins occupying so much psychological space that it becomes difficult to redirect your attention toward anything else. It is not simply caring deeply about something. Passion can enrich your life, while still leaving room for rest, relationships, and other interests. Obsession becomes different when the mind repeatedly returns to the same subject, even when you consciously want to stop. You may replay conversations, analyze someone's behavior, imagine future scenarios, search for hidden meanings, or constantly check for information that temporarily satisfies your curiosity. The mind becomes caught in a loop where thinking feels necessary, even when the thinking provides little resolution. Obsession often grows from uncertainty because the brain strongly dislikes unanswered questions. When something feels unresolved, the mind keeps returning to it, believing that one more thought, one more explanation, or one more piece of information will finally create certainty. This is why obsessive thinking can become especially powerful after rejection, betrayal, emotional loss, or ambiguous relationships. You may become obsessed, not necessarily because someone was perfect, but because the situation never received the closure your mind wanted. Another psychological mechanism is intermittent reinforcement, where unpredictable attention or occasional rewards can make a behavior unusually difficult to stop. When affection, recognition, or information arrives inconsistently, the mind may become even more focused on obtaining the next positive moment. Over time, obsession can begin affecting sleep, concentration, productivity, relationships, and emotional stability. The greatest tragedy is that the mind can mistake repetition for progress. You think about the same problem hundreds of times and feel as though you are getting closer to an answer, when in reality you may simply be circling the same emotional wound. Recognizing obsession is not about judging yourself for having intense thoughts. Human beings naturally become deeply focused during periods of love, grief, ambition, fear, or uncertainty. The important question is whether you remain capable of choosing where your attention goes. Healing begins by interrupting the cycle rather than feeding it. Constant checking, replaying, researching, and seeking reassurance may provide temporary relief while strengthening the obsession over time. Creating distance, returning attention to the present, rebuilding routines, and allowing uncertainty to exist without immediately solving it can gradually weaken the loop. If obsessive thoughts become persistent, distressing, or significantly interfere with daily life, professional mental health support can also be valuable. You do not have to answer every question your mind produces. Sometimes peace begins when you stop demanding certainty from situations that cannot provide it. The mind may continue returning to what once mattered deeply, but with time and intentional attention, you can learn that a thought can exist without becoming a command, and that letting go does not mean the experience was meaningless. It means you are finally choosing your life over the endless repetition of your thoughts.